What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome to some more reaction to stuff that happens around the NFL. And today, we are going to be reacting to what happened, I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was a couple days ago at this point. I don't really remember. It might have been yesterday. But basically what had happened was Jamal Adams was going back and forth with the Seattle Seahawks. He was holding out. He wasn't coming up. Well, he was going to practice, but he wasn't actually doing anything at practice. He was just showing up just so he didn't get fined. All because he was trying to work on a contract extension with the Seahawks. Because when they traded for him last year from the New York Jets, he had not signed a contract extension that season. So this offseason, everybody thought that if the Seahawks wanted to keep him, they were going to have to pay some big bucks and sign him to an extension. And yesterday, that's exactly what the Seattle Seahawks did. They signed Jamal Adams to a 4-year, $70 million contract extension, $38 million guaranteed. So, what does that mean? It means the Seahawks got a really, really good player locked up for a long time. Does this help them get back to the Super Bowl? In the long run, probably. But they've got to do a little bit more on their offensive side of things, mainly with the offensive line, and probably a little bit more with the defense in order to get back to where they were earlier in the decade, in the 2010s decade. So the year-by-year basis is the highest any safety has ever gotten. Jamal Adams is now the highest paid safety with $17.5 million per year. So that is number one. He's the highest paid safety now of all time. And that's a good thing, because if you look at the numbers, Jamal Adams is worth it. He's worth it because he, for one, hits hard. He's basically, I wouldn't even count Jamal Adams as a safety, really. He's more of a hybrid because he mostly plays like sub linebacker and stuff. He plays a lot of the middle of the field. He does a lot of coverage of slot receivers and does a lot of tight end coverage and stuff. And he goes for the quarterback, goes for the running back a lot. And so he's more of a hybrid player at this point, which is good because you got to have hybrid players at this point on a team that wants to win a Super Bowl, and Jamal Adams is probably one of the best hybrid players you can have. And yes, he plays safety and stuff, and I know people dog him because he doesn't get a lot of interceptions, but he forces a lot of fumbles. He plays hard-nosed defense. He tackles hard. He's a good player. Jamal Adams is a really good player, and the Seahawks needed to lock him up. They gave 2 first-round picks to the Jets to get Jamal Adams, along with some other stuff. So for him to get signed to this extension is a W for the Seahawks, because they need to have Jamal Adams, because Jamal Adams is a key piece on a championship team. If you're going to win a championship, you'd want Jamal Adams on your team because he's a solid player. He's a solid defensive player. He's a smart guy. He knows how to play football at a high level, and he's going to get the job done. He doesn't get a lot of interceptions, but that's why you got corners and other safeties to get those interceptions for you, because not everybody on your defense needs to be able to get interceptions. You got to have specific players that have like specific roles, and Jamal Adams' role is to hit the person with the ball hard, and that's what he does. So all in all, I think this is a huge W for the Seahawks. I don't think it's going to come back and bite them. There is a little bit of injury history with Jamal Adams. He's had some concerns with injury. I wouldn't think that it's going to be a big deal unless he like tears an ACL or ruptures an Achilles or something. That's really the only thing that would just derail this contract. But I've seen some contracts that have been bad. Obviously, everybody's seen contracts that have been bad. But I wouldn't categorize this contract extension as a bad contract. I think it's a W for the Seahawks. They needed to do it because of what they gave up to get him. And for Jamal, it's a W, obviously, because he's getting $70 million, 38 guaranteed. So automatically, he's getting $38 million just guaranteed. That's a huge W. So, I mean, it's a good deal. I like it. I'm a fan of it. I wish that the Patriots would have traded for Jamal Adams, because I wanted Jamal Adams on my team. I would like to have Jamal Adams on my team. So let me know what you guys think about this contract extension. If you think it's a W for the Seahawks, if you guys don't like the deal, tell me why. Because I'd be curious to see if you guys don't like the deal. That's pretty interesting because I don't see really anything that's wrong with it. Maybe I'm just overlooking something or not really remembering anything. I don't know. Let me know down below what you guys think. That's going to do it for me, though. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.